troubling days of a modern world gone mad, one man has the technology to make a difference in time and space.
You know, we got to thinking a little bit, put our heads together, and we decided we might have several of the youngsters visiting us that have never been down on a farm. So the thought struck us that we'd call on Salty Holmes for his number Down on the Farm. And you know, our Uncle Tom Corwin, say, there's hardly a farm animal that he can't imitate. So we're going to have good old Uncle Tom kind of join in with Mr. Salty Holmes, who's going to give all you kids the version of Down on the Farm. Salty!
Well, I got a little hen down on the farm. That little hen never done any harm. Lays her eggs every day, lays them in the new mown hay, and you can always hear her say, well, I got a little duck down on the farm. Quack, 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 quack. That little duck never done any harm. Quack, 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 quack. Swims in a puddle every day, never gets in any one way, but you can always hear her say, quack, 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 quack. Well, I got a little pig down on the farm. Oi, oi, the baby on. That little pig never done any harm. Oi, oi, the baby on. That little pig is sure sweet meat, walking around on his 4 feet. That little pig is sure sweet meat. Oi, oi, the baby, oi. Well, I got a little cat down on the farm. That little cat never done any harm. Catches mice every day, catches white and he catches gray, and you can always hear it say,
Oh, I tell you, see there, kids? Didn't that add up to just a whale of a visit to the farm? You doggone betcha. And I hope you enjoyed it as much as all the youngsters around here and up in the old hayloft did, too.
Cat? Whoa. Okay, I'm ready. Am I going first?
Come on, you guys. Archie's not here yet.
Too bad. We know what time to be here.
All right. Let's start the show then.
Sorry, Kitty. Just messing around. And running almost comes up to the home right, and it's home! And it's going way out, way out, way out, way out. Home run! Yay! Yay! Archie!
My grandpa, it's good to see you.
Hello, my children. Hi, Grandpa. Yeah, no respect for old age. That's not much of a show, Archie. It wasn't my act, Lucille. Peter, did you bring it? Hey, Roberto, give me a hand.
Now stick around, folks. We've got a surprise for you.
What are they up to? Let's hurry, I think they're getting bored. Okay, come on, let's go.
Okay, everybody. Make way for Mr. Big Face. Wait your mustache, Grandpa.
Come on, Ricky. This show's falling apart. Let's go.
Hey, Archie, look at this.
Wait a minute. The show must go on. See the tallest dog in the world take a walk. Good show, Grandpa. Oh, some tall dog. Thanks, Archie. I like it.
It would have been great if it wasn't for that crazy cat.
Yeah, he sure stick around. Man, you're sure lucky you have Willie.
Yeah, I know.
Man, you think I like that cat.
Think your mom let you keep him?
Yeah. And all I said was, hi, cat.
You're well rid of a cat like that.
You know, Mom, I think that cat just kind of likes me.
I think you like that cat.
Yeah, Ma. I really liked him.
Yeah, I guess he would have been an okay pet if you could have kept him out of my way.
Okay. I will. No.
If you find him, what if you don't find him?
Get yourself ready for a trip through McDonald's.
Hey there, Ronald. Hiya.
Hiya, Mayor McCheese. What's new?
Well, you see, this McDonald Land Happy Cup is new. There's a picture of me on it, you know.
Say, that's quite a smile.
Yes, mighty snappy. Mighty snappy.
Hey, there's Big Mac. And the crafty old Hamburglar. And look, they've captured the real Captain Crook.
Am I really that gorgeous?
Say, Ronald, you don't look half bad on plastic yourself, you know.
Aw. You can get your McDonald Land Happy Cup at McDonald's. Take it home. Use it over and over.
In McDonald's land of McDonald's. In McDonald's land of McDonald's.
You got up before the sun, traveled all day long, but nothing can go wrong, 'cause you're going home, going home. Just a lonesome whistling wind blowing through the trees. That's all you need for company, 'cause you're going home.
Wherever you go, that's Marlboro country. Marlboro country is everywhere.
Across this great wide land, no matter where you roam, you're bound to end up home, going home, going home.
Come to Marlboro country.
Good evening, I'm Laura Buxton. A San Diego man was apparently one of those killed yesterday when an Air Florida plane crashed in Washington. 47-year-old William Zondler was the president of the GenCon Corporation, a pager company based in Kearney Mesa. He was on board Flight 90, but his body has not been recovered yet. Defense attorneys are trying to close a Navy court-martial to the public and media. Stephen Baba is accused of sending military secrets to the South African embassy. His lawyers say he won't get a fair trial if spectators and reporters are allowed in the hearings. A session of public meetings are underway in San Diego. The Board of Education wants to see how people feel about closing 13 public schools. Board members say enrollment has been dropping in the city. They feel it could save money to close those under-enrolled schools.
Friday night is family night on ABC. First First join the Brady Bunch. Alice and Greg and Carol and Mike, Marcia and Jan and Cindy and Peter and Bobby and Tiger.
What is it?
Our house with 8 bedrooms. And then spend some time with Nanny and the Professor and Butch and Hal and Prudence and Waldo.
What do you think about that, Dad?
Well, I think that I'd rather not think about it.
And then it's the Partridge Family. Shirley and Keith. Danny and Laurie. Chris and Tracy. And Reuben.
You are making me a nervous wreck.
Remember, Friday night is family night with Alice and Greg and Shirley and Hal and Waldo.
Listen, all you people, you better beware. Love's an epidemic and it's in the air. It's a thing that gets you even though you're very smart. So take some good advice, go out and vaccinate your heart. The love bug will bite you if you don't watch out. If he ever bites you, then you sing and shout. You'll go. That's what love is all about. The love bug will bite you if you don't watch out. If he ever bites you, then you sing and shout. You'll go. That's what love is all about. The love bug will bite you if you don't watch out. If he ever bites you, then you sing and shout. You'll go. Haty, 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 and the hoty, hoty, ho. That's what love is all about.
Why can't somebody tell me these things?
The king is in a rage, the king is in a rage, the king is in a rage. Music!
If I were a big knight, I'd catch him. If only I had a real horse. Hiya, big boy. Do you want to come over and play? Do I? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'll say I do.
Listen, Mr. and Mrs. Knight and all the little laddies. Here's a special bulletin. Flash. The Black Knight has just kidnapped the princess. We hope His Majesty, the fathead...
Who's a fathead?
You are. We'll stop eating long enough to rescue our little princess. And now we take you to the Tower of the Black Knight. Take it away.
Yes, sir. Here we are, folks, at the scene of the impending battle. What a glorious day for a fight. If only that king of ours would get mad enough to leave his dining table. And while Louis is trying to make up his mind, what there is of it, we have a special treat for you. The next voice you will hear is that of the captive princess. Take it away, princess.
Help! Help! Save me, Daddy! Help!
Steal my daughter, eh? My armor, knave! My armor!
Kitty. Boy, oh boy, looks like the end for Louis. And me too.
Oh, if only we could penetrate that wall. But that would require the power of many horses, protected by a moving fortress capable of great speed. Oh, woe is me.
Hey, Louis!
Huh?
Give up, Blackie. Let him have it.
Unhand her, you cur!
And now, my boy, for your gallantry on the field of combat, I shall grant you one wish.
One wish, sire? Double on nothing, your majesty.
The mouth will bite you if you don't watch out. If he ever bites you, you'll go sing and shout. Bumble, 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 bum. That's what love is all about. Listen, all you people, you better beware, 'cause that's what love is all about.
We never thought it would happen.
Nobody gets in or out of that town now, is that clear?
The girl just died.
How do you intend to let the people know about all this? We were asleep. Well, they dragged us right out of the house.
Are we under martial law?
Don't talk to me or anybody else unless you got a voice print check. All hell's broke loose in town. Nobody knows what's going on.
Now look, you just can't push us around this way.
We've got to get a nuclear weapon in the air above that town.
Hey, what the hell's going on, Sheriff? You know what I do, boy. Let's go.
I ain't taking me no place. Oh, man, this isn't...
They started something they can't stop. The Crazies. Something that dements. Something that inflames. Something that brutalizes. It's madness unleashed by human error. The Crazies. Can they tame it before time runs out?
I'm a key man on the Trixie team. A key man. I'm one of the developers of the goddamn thing.
Now, if you want me to get the job done, you get me the stuff I need, and you get it the hell in there before the morning's over.
A small town becomes a giant stockade. Evans City must be contained or leveled.
We're all concerned with Evans City, Mr. Hawks. If we have to push the button, we just say the weapon went off. Get me the president.
3,614 people are trapped by an unknown enemy. 5 are on the run. Can they escape the spreading fury of the Crazies?
We can make it. I know it.
Stop it! They're coming, David!
David, they're coming.
Move. We gotta get out of here.
Jesus, man. And I want a weapon search of the entire town.
Watch it, Bucky!
This is exactly the kind of thing we're trying to prevent.
A lethal terror snowballs into hell.
In there!
Madness runs rampant.
We'll dope it out. Sooner or later. Sooner or later.
The Crazies.
And so Kid Blue was on the run once more. And all because he did what he had to do. But wait a minute, folks. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Bickford Wiener, alias Kid Blue, and his gang were once regarded as the worst bad men in the West.
Ah, shoot, missed again.
For obvious reasons. If you were Kid Blue, what would you do?
Run me town. Get a job.
There isn't a town in Texas to give a man like you a job. All you know how to do is rob and steal and kill.
And so Kid Blue set out to start a new life in the town of Dime Box, Texas. A friendly place filled with friendly people.
I'm friendly. What the hell do you want?
Like Mean John Simpson.
This is a good, honest town, full of hard-working folks that expect me, their sheriff, to protect them against any white trash that might be moving in.
Preacher Bob.
Now you must believe. I trust you, Jesus!
I trust you, Jesus!
I trust you, Jesus.
Old Coyote.
You think I'm not a good fighter?
Miss Janet Conforto.
I want me some boots. Now, why don't we go to my hotel and count toes?
Reese Ford.
Who'd ever thought that I was going to be a friend of Kid Blue?
You sure this is the way the Briggs did it, huh?
Well, we ain't decent.
I should say you're not.
And his lovely wife, Molly.
Don't you be funning around with me now.
Why do you always think I'm funning?
You know, people get killed in this kind of things.
If you were Kid Blue, what would you do?
This is a scandal, Wiener.
Listen to me. We can get that money. It would be just like the old days. We could get it.
And so Kid Blue was on the run once more.
Help me! Our Father, who art in heaven. Not that way, policeman! Point!
He was one step ahead of the posse and 100 years ahead of his time.
A breakthrough has been made in biochemistry, whose impact upon the future of mankind is so massive that it might be compared to the first nuclear explosion in Alamogordo, New Mexico in 1945. The discovery of DNA and RNA. Science has now isolated the chemical essence of life itself. The new branch of science is called genetic engineering. We now know how to determine the genetic code of any living cell, of any living tissue, of any living animal. We can now alter the reproductive process in animals. We can choose genes to predetermine sex, physical characteristics, intelligence, and much more. And science is now upon the threshold of the next and most awesome development. We can create a clone. The process called cloning has a parallel. By taking a small cutting from a plant and replanting the cutting, a new plant will grow. It will be identical in every way to the original. Now, take a single living cell from a single living man. Using biochemical genetic engineering, you can create an exact duplicate of that man. A living duplicate, absolutely identical in every way. And he can be duplicated, and infinite copies. The technique is called cloning. The duplicated men are called the clones. Filmmakers International invites you to see a terrifying new motion picture, The Clones. It may seem like science fiction, but it is based in science fact. The Clones. Laboratory animals have already been cloned. Man is next. This film is that story. For they duplicated one man too many. They had to find him and kill him. The Clones. At a recent scientific symposium, United States Senator John Tunney of California voiced a warning about the dangers of genetic engineering. The cloning of frogs has already been successful. The technology for the cloning of mammals will be available within 5 years. Unless research is stopped, the technology for the cloning of human beings might be available within anything from 10 to 25 years. See the clones. Powerful, exciting, terrifying. Because now it is science fiction. Soon, it will be science fact.
Here it comes. That special musical treat the whole family has been waiting for. A joyous menagerie of entertainment. All spun from Charlotte's Web.
When we are close together, it's so plain to see.
Now, at last, the classic book by E.B. White charms the screen with its warm tale of friendship between a little girl and a lovable pig.
Say the things I'm thinking of, but there's something more I'm feeling, must be love.
And between the pig and a tiny duckling.
We've got lots in common where it really counts, where it really counts. We've got large amounts. What we look like doesn't count an ounce. We've got lots in common where it really counts.
But most of all, between the pig and a very remarkable spider.
My name is Charlotte. Charlotte A. Cavatica. Chin up, chin up. Every little time your spirits wilt. Chin up, chin up. Give your attitude an upward tilt. Twinkle, sparkle, make a little fun begin. You'll be on the right side looking at the bright side. Up with your chinny chin, chin up.
Can't you talk? You probably could if you tried. Oh, you can do better than that. Wilbur! There. You speak very well.
I can talk. I can actually, factually talk. Isn't it great that I articulate?
Enjoy the exciting new songs from the Academy Award team that gave you Mary Poppins. And meet a barnyard bonanza of lovable characters. Like Wilbur the Runt, who becomes Farmer Zuckerman's prize pig. And Templeton.
What's in it for me?
The rat, who lets his stomach rule his heart.
Augustport, after the gates are shut. Each night when the lights go on, it can be found on the ground all around. That's where a rat can blot.
And of course, Charlotte, the spider who devotes her life to a friend.
And so she changes.
Yes, it's all here, starring the talents of Debbie Reynolds, Paul Lynde, Henry Gibson, and Agnes Moorehead in the happiest motion picture of the year. Don't miss this terrific, radiant, just plain wonderful experience. The magic spun from Charlotte's Web.
Fare thee well, Charlotte, you old schemer. This will be a night to remember.
peanut butter sandwich, huh? Pretty sticky business, huh? Well, you gotta switch to Skippy. You see, Skippy is made to melt fast in your mouth, so it's easy to swallow, easy to digest, and you get more of that honest-to-goodness peanut taste that makes Skippy #1. So, swallow the leader, Skippy. It melts fast in your mouth.
I can talk again.
You've just bought an Audi, and you're both excited because it was a unanimous decision. The test drive you put it through has no comparison. She took the Audi through heavy city traffic. He took it to the highway and found Kansas winds no match for the Audi. Comfort, the look and feel of luxury with such a modest price. Now only one thing bothers you. What about service after the sale? Let's take a closer look and see just what service after the sale really means. Central Porsche Audi goes one step further and guarantees over and above what the factory warranty states. This means a personal touch with your car. What does it take to qualify as a technician for Porsche or the Audi? Over 700 hours of technical training, schooling unequaled anywhere. It's really comforting to know in this day and age that the word service takes on a real meaning at Central Porsche Audi, 1501 East 1st.
Watch. They'll say it happened because I was drinking. Sure, I was drinking. But I was also eating. That third double martini was starting to get to me. It's a good thing the waiter brought food. Nothing like a good wine with dinner. With a big meal, it's harmless as water. Yeah. They'll probably want to give me a blood alcohol test. I don't care. But I'd sure hate to take the test if I hadn't eaten all I did. A meal like I just had really soaks up the alcohol. Like a sponge. Oh boy, I kind of overdid it tonight with all that eating and drinking. And everybody knows that you can drink all you want, as long as you eat enough. Sure, Mac. Sure.
There's no way to avoid falling if you ride a skateboard. But if you know how to fall and are wearing the proper safety gear, you can fall on asphalt and concrete and not get hurt. Hi there, my name is Tom Padaka and I'm the Executive Director of the Pro-Am Skateboard Racing Association. What we're doing here today is to brief you on safety equipment, such as the gloves, the arm pads, the knee pads, the shoes, and the helmet. The helmet is by far the most important piece of equipment because your head is the most important part of your body. Then your elbows and your knees. Being that your elbows and your knees are the least protected parts of your body, it's only natural to have some type of safety equipment on them. It also helps you break the fall. By wearing the safety apparel, I have more confidence, I can do more tricks, I can go faster. Without your safety equipment on, the story usually goes like this. You're going to think you're a real hot shot, get get out there and start going fast. Fall down and hurt your knee. Ow! Then you're going to get up, fall down, and hurt your hand. Ooh! Then you're going to pick yourself up, and sooner or later you're going to run into a pedestrian. Then you'll probably hit your head. And that's really dangerous. And if you're lucky, you'll pick yourself up again and start skating down the street. This is the way it usually goes. And it really isn't that much fun to fall down and get hurt all the time, and everybody will hate you. It doesn't have to be this way at all. If you're wearing safety gear like we're wearing, you are protected. If you have your glove on, your hands are protected. With your elbow pads, your elbows are protected and won't get hurt. With the knee pads, your knees are protected in the same way. Even if you don't have all this equipment, you should at least have something. Even if it's a pair of gardening gloves, or some arm pads or knee pads you make yourself. By riding with this type of safety equipment, you can ride better and faster without the fear of getting all scraped up. For safe skateboarding, you always want to check your skateboard before you start skating. Every day, it's a good practice to get into. The most important things to check for are your wheels. Make sure that the cone nuts and the lock washers and the nuts that hold the wheel onto the board are always tight. Making sure that your trucks are tight. They're not too loose for the situation that you're in. If it's a steep hill, you always want to have your trucks tight because you'll get speed wobbles. You must always check the nuts and bolts that hold the truck to the board, because if you lose one of those nuts, chances are you're going to fall down and really hurt yourself. Okay, now that you got your skateboard tightened up, tuned in, the next thing to do is look for a good skateboarding spot. Crowded streets just aren't the place to ride. I mean, you can't have any fun skateboarding on crowded streets. There's just too much in the way, like pedestrians, cars, parking meters. Sooner or later, you're going to run into something or someone. So why go to all the trouble of skating on the street when you can find yourself a nice, smooth area, enclosed with no traffic, no pedestrians, an area where you can concentrate? Someplace like this, where you have banks, you have flatlands, you have downhills. You don't have to worry about the pedestrians, the parking meters, the cars. Now this is fun skateboarding. You're always going to fall if you're a skateboarder. But if you know how to fall properly and are aware of the forces, you can avoid getting seriously hurt. So what I'd like to do with you right now is explain the impact forces of the fall. Now, when you take a fall, you want to always turn your head away from the fall. You want to absorb the impact on the meaty parts of your body, being your upper arm, the big muscles in your arm, your thigh, your calf, and then down into your foot. This is the correct way to absorb the impact of a fall. If you feel that your trucks are starting to wobble, the first thing you want to do is to lower your center of gravity. Relax, and if you have to fall, just turn your head away from the fall. So once again, skateboarders, what you want to do is to get your tennis shoes, the proper safety equipment, make sure your board is in good condition, stay off the streets, avoid pedestrians on the sidewalks, and have a good time.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.